they started getting it.
Mutual funds, compound interest, credit. Many high school students are unfamiliar with these and many other finance terms. Financial literacy is important for people in everyday life, and it helps us to make educated decisions regarding our future and our finances. Many of you have some knowledge of finances, whether it's from experience in the moment or research beforehand. I myself have taken personal finance class outside of the school system because it wasn't offered for me, and I felt that I wanted that information going into college and the adult real world. Today I will establish why financial literacy should be mandatory for high school students and is important to ensure their future success. To start with, students who take a financial literacy class in high school are better prepared for their future. Financial literacy is defined as the possession of skills that allow people to make smart decisions with their money. That gives us two major points: the possession of skills and making smart decisions. To start with possession of skills, knowing what to do with your money, knowing how to save your money, and knowing how to invest your money are three important things for students to learn early so they can begin the process of saving, investing early, and have a better savings account and finances for their future. A lot of students don't have bills or car payments or mortgage payments or really big expenses like that while they're high school students. They might have an after-school job or receive money in an allowance form from their parents, or might get money as a gift. For a lot of students, this money comes in as an income and gets spent almost immediately or very quickly. This is because they don't have those big financial responsibilities and they don't have a reason to save yet. Dave Ramsey, a finance advisor, had a great article about how teens can become millionaires and gave a great example of the importance of starting to save early. In his example, one student saved $200 a month for 9 years from age 21 to age 30. And that student at 67 retired with $2.5 million because of compound interest in the fund that they used to save. Their friend had the same kind of compound interest and fund, and they started saving $200 a month at the age of 30 instead of 21, and saved from 30 till 67 when they retired. That person only saved $1.4 million, which was a little over half of what the original student saved. This is because compound interest builds annually or biannually, however yours is set up. And the earlier you start, the more you're saving through the interest per year. The student who started earlier saved more money, even though the student who started later invested more money total. The second part of that definition is making smart decisions by forming good habits and limiting debt early. Learning these skills in high school leaves students better equipped to make financial decisions throughout college and their adult life that can help them rather than hinder them. While it may seem far off for a student to start investing or saving, it's actually more important that they start sooner. A good tool for them to use is starting to budget while in high school. A good tool is an every dollar budget, which takes the income that a student makes and has them break it down and see exactly where they spend every single dollar that they have, whether it's food with friends, going to a movie, buying a new video game or a phone or some clothes. It helps them to see what they're spending their money on and to prioritize whether they want to save for a video game or go out with their friends for a dinner. They can understand why these decisions that they make can affect long-term goals. By understanding debt in high school, students can make informed decisions about getting student loans or credit cards in college, and they can understand through these classes how debt can affect long-term and short-term. So for college, financial literacy backgrounds can make college students have wiser money choices. More than 30% of college students have over $1,000 in credit card debt while they're still in college. Students often need a cosigner or to use a secured credit card, which means that they are required to make a deposit of between $200 and $500 before they can start using the credit card as a credit card. For students, they see this as a good way to pay for food or apartments while they're still in college and maybe not having a full-time job. However, this can stack very quickly once college is over and they have to start making student loan payments. Now they have two forms of debt that is growing very quickly. A lot of students who start having a credit card, they don't have the means to pay it off in a timely fashion even before they have those student loan payments, and those student loan payments add extra expenses and more stress for students who might not have a job that pays all that much right out of college. For adults who use credit cards, it's a little bit different because they understand what their income is and how much they should be spending on credit cards, and especially if they have a financial background or have done research in their finances, they can understand why a credit card is good or bad for their situation. Many college students don't think beyond the here and now. Another tool that can be taught in these classes is being debt-free. Being debt-free before college can be kind of easy, but during and after college, it's really hard for students, and sometimes it's impossible for those who don't have great financial situations starting out. But the students who are able to be debt-free throughout college and after college have a better chance of getting opportunities in their career fields. For someone who doesn't have those kinds of debt payments, if they have an opportunity in their career field that doesn't pay all that much, maybe it's an internship, they can take that job because they don't have to worry about student loan payments and credit card debt. While a student who gets that same opportunity but has that kind of debt is unable to make that choice to go to that internship because they need a job that's higher paying. So they might take one outside of their career field that they're not interested in just to make ends meet. Having these finance skills and prior knowledge makes it easier to understand investing and even real estate for college students becoming adults. They can understand mortgage payments and home loans, and they can understand that what might seem like a great rate might have strings attached, and they know what questions to ask because they have that prior knowledge. Having good budgeting skills from high school that transfer to college and then the adult life is great because it forms a habit, and many times adults can take that budgeting skills that they learned in high school and set it up for their adult life to where the money comes in for their checking account and immediately goes to savings, and they don't have to worry about accidentally spending money that they didn't want to spend, or about not having enough savings to cover an emergency, a house flood, or a fire, or car problems, and things like that. So today we looked at what financial literacy classes in high school can teach high school students and how it can affect them as they attend college and become adults. By starting financial education in high school as mandatory, good habits and money skills are built early to provide great students who can survive and thrive in the real world. Students can know how important it is to save early and begin to invest, as well as what it takes to make smart money decisions and to live debt-free or with little to no debt if they want to not take out as many loans or credit card debts and things like that. So students who have these good habits and great money skills make great people in the real world and after college, and they are set up for success and will have great money skills.